Welcome to PUC Online Classroom. Today we're going to continue our lesson, which is Unit 13, Good Book, Terrible Movie. But before I talk about Unit 13 further, so I would like to focus on the quizzes that you have done. Most of you requested to see the quiz, and so let me go through all the quizzes, especially the answers, and then you can just take a look at all of them, okay? um, Let me go to this one. Okay, I'm sorry because this is the database, and well, of course I cannot give you all the answers in a separate files, so I need to log into this system and then let you see all the answers from unit 9. As you can see right here, unit 9, 10, 10 2, okay, 11 and 12. So while I cannot separate each file, the reason is that this is a system we can input, but we cannot just extract the answer in a separate files, so that the only way that I can let you see the answers is just to go through each one of them, okay? And I think this video is a little bit long because I would take time going through from the first quiz unit 9 until quiz unit 12. All right, so I am really sorry for this because I cannot separate it. If I want to separate it, I would have to type again, okay? And then there's a lot, okay? As you can see right here, there are 5. So that I prefer this way to show you exactly how and what the answer is, okay? As you can see right here, the first quiz we have at the time I set 15 minutes, okay? And as you can see right here, we have item number 1, item number 2, and each one is the question and also the answer. As you can see right here, when I'm tired of my studies, I relax. If I want to see this, maybe I can go to the edit and you probably can see. Okay, I relax and listen to my favorite music. And as what? So we have 3 options right here: entertainment, communications, and radio. And the answer is entertainment. Okay, so let's move to number 2 right here. So I need to do one by one. You see that it takes so much time. A Japanese company plan to be a what at Cockpit? Okay, probably you know that. Okay, shopping mall, not construction site, not jet airplane. Okay, shopping mall. So this is the answer. So if you choose this one, you will get the right answer. And along with number 3 right here, so I need to go one by one so that you can see exactly what the answer is. Okay, so they want to be a new house, so they are going to what the old one. So the answer is to tear down, not to construct, not to change. Okay, all right. And it might take so much time, I know that, because um, I, I cannot retype. Okay, so that is the reason why we can do something like this. And number 4, look at this. Number 4, we have the answer. Parents think that the most important thing for their kids is, and we know that education. Okay, education. So I will not go one by one, it would take so much time, so let me go fast. She what, blah blah blah. So we used and used to. So this is about habits, past habits. So the answer is used to. And these days, more Cambodian students. Okay, so if you take a look at this, these days in the present time, and we cannot use this. The second is incorrect in terms of the form, and used to is in the past. Of course, the answer must be only the first. And this one, in 5 years and 10 years ago, you need to find out. This is about time expression, but take a look at this. What 10 is it exactly? Okay, if you say ago, you will see something past, but right here they use might, which is about possibility, so it can't be uh, it can be ago. All right, a few years is not clear enough because it's just only a phrase. It's not prepositional phrase, so that uh, a phrase cannot be an adverb, and only prepositional phrase can be an adverb, so it can function like this. So the right answer is the first one. And number 8, yeah, this is a form. You know that first conditional, So it has, and then the first and the last one is similar, right? But the difference is it goes and go right here, and then you can see the different. Along with number 9, the same thing. You just remember the form. That's it. About first conditional. And then number 10, also the same thing. First conditional. Uncle is what, jealous of his wife. Okay, so maybe you cannot see this, so let me go through this question and see exactly what it means. So her uncle is blah 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 of his wife when she talks to a handsome man. Okay, we think he is in love with her too much, so you can say the answer is jealous. Cannot be valuable or married. Okay, so next one is number 12. If you walk to work every day, this is about present. I'm sorry, it's about first conditional. Then you know exactly what should be the next. And 13, the same thing. This one is about used to, past habit. And as you can see right here, the answer used to. Number 15, the same thing. Okay, which is about first conditional. Yeah, and this is about future, sometime in the future. So you want to see this clearly, I can go through this. Medical scientists might find a cure of HIV/AIDS. So you cannot say a few years ago, should be past this day. In the present, sometime in the future is a future. So the answer is sometime in the future. In many provinces nowadays, this is about spelling mistakes. So this one without A, this one without S. So the second one is the answer. And number 18 is about first conditional. You understand the form. And this one is possibility. So this is wrong in terms of the 10, and this one is wrong in terms of the form. Okay, might be run, which is about passive. So we are not going to use passive yet. And number 20, the same thing is first conditional. You know the form. 21. This is about the vocab. So it's about contact. You need to understand a contact, and then you can get the right answer. So you can read this a little bit to see exactly what it is. Sam hasn't studied hard, so there will be several blah 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 happening to him. For example, he may fail his exam and no companies will offer him a job. So it's about the results. So consequences. It cannot be construction science or entertainment, okay, because they are far different. And number 22 is about the meaning as well. Vocab, and this is about grammar. Possibility, may, are going to, or should, because in sometime in the future we are not really sure and be going to it's absolutely certain, so that we cannot use it. And should is something different from our lesson, so the answer is not. This is about first conditional. Okay, first conditional. Okay, yeah, that's it, and you might go one by one like this. All right, and let me go to next one, unit 10 quiz. So here the answer is about short response using so, to, either, neither. All right, so have I because it is present perfect. Neither did I because it's past simple and in a negative form. Then you can use either or neither, but this one is incorrect in terms of the form. Number 3, I was listening, past continuous. The answer is so was I, because the auxiliary verb is was, and then you have to use was. And number 4 is a may, so we have to use may, and it's in the positive. It cannot be the first, it must be the second. This is about simple past, as you can see, talked, so that the answer must be did. All right. Oh, I forget to check the answer right here. So this is about positive sentence, so the answer must be this one. Wait, oh, I'm sorry, I need to check this one first. Okay, so I forget to check this, so the answer is so did I. Okay, so I need to update this one. What happened? I cannot update this one. I cannot update this one. Sorry, something wrong. Okay, it should be. Okay, sorry, mistake right here. But the answer should be so did I. Okay. Number 6 is I'm not good at, can't stand, I like. So it should be I can stand making mistakes. All right, you cannot say I'm not good at, and I like making mistakes. So I think people are not, you know, ready, or they don't like the first and the last one, right? And number seven, promise to, interested in, ing, don't mind, ing, managing is ing right here, and hates to, good at, and doesn't mind managing. Okay, but this is about good at managing, and the meaning is about the meaning right here, not the form. The form are correct in terms of this too. All right, so that's it for unit 10 first quiz, and now let's go to unit 10, the second quiz. This is about the meaning again, employees. I'm sorry, you might not see the whole sentence, all right, the items, so because we might take so much time. Okay, I can keep records of accounts for business or bookkeeper. Okay, not marine biologist, not lawyer. Marine biologist is a person who study lives in the sea. Okay, and number three is exploring lives of creatures, and marine biologists. I think this one is related to the sea. Okay, not flight attendant, not model. And number four is short tempered. Is about getting mad or getting angry easily. Okay. Number five is level headed. This person can you know decide calmly. All right, so he is or she is careful in terms of making decision. Okay, and punctual, the answer is punctual means be on time. Okay, seven, so it's about the meaning based, disorganized. And number eight, my class monitor is a person efficient. So maybe you don't understand efficient, you probably forget that efficient is about, he can do anything without wasting time, money. So without wasting time is money is the definition of the word efficient. So um, the answer must be the first one. Okay, this is about vocab base, serious, she never smiles, and change her feelings. So moody, you keep changing your feeling from bad to good or good to bad quickly. Can do everything she promised, and reliable. Whenever you can do what you say, then you are reliable. Okay. Number 12, Sam is blah blah blah, patient because he can wait for long hours. And Rotana is a young talented architect because there's something related to design. Okay, not engineer. Okay, engineer is related to technical constructions at a construction site. And number 14, creative. Okay, come up with a lot of interesting ideas when you have different ideas. So you are creative. Doesn't mind, work ing right here, and plan to. Plan, you can use ing, but you need to say plan on visiting, not plan on visit. Okay, so to visit. Okay, number 17, enjoy ing, interested in ing, look forward to ing, expected to. Okay, so when it comes to gerund and infinitive, you need to remember more. Okay, all right, so let's go to 11. So we almost finished unit 11. So this one is Angkor Wat is the most famous landmark, and maybe you want to see the whole uh, sentence is one of the most famous blah 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 in Southeast Asia. So the answer is landmark, not ship battles or not constructions. And Olympic was feature. I mean, feature means represent. Okay, by the late King Notre Dame, our former father, King father. Okay, so feature, not design. So he does not design. He does not construct. Okay, because he's just a king. All right, but this was feature him by him. Okay, represent his fame at the time. Temple size was, okay, that is the title of the unit. So worth seeing. Okay, a lot of what are raised in Kakong then is about raise, something related to cattle. And number 5 is something related to raising as well. Okay, Number 6, cars, ocean liner is something related to, the new big inventions. So it must be manufactured, not raised for animal, constructed for the breeding. Okay. Coffee, rice, corn, coffee, and rice are grown. Okay. Cattle not grown. Sheep not grown. Okay. And currency, real dong, dollars, bahts. So these are currency. Okay. Cambodia has exported because we send. Export means send something out. All right. Siem Reap Angkor is one of the most blah blah blah. Okay, tourist attractions. And 11, about 5,000, 500,000. Sorry, 500,000. Okay. All right, employee. So take a look at this in government factories. So employed. So we don't say work. We say employ means hire. Okay. And number 12. So how many quizzes? Oh, 15 right here. Okay, it's almost finished. 70% right is grown passive. Not is grown or is cultivated. Okay, both are correct. Sorry, not both. All are correct, but we need to take a look at the right meaning, because you can say right is grown, cultivated, and consumed. So let's take a look at it. Because they said the rest is exported. So export means sent out. Okay, so the right is sent out to other country. So what is 70% right here in Cambodia and other countries? So consume means use. Okay, so that is the answer. And let's go to next one. Industry. Okay, industry. Tourism, yeah, is we also call industry. Okay, not electronics or employment. Number 14, my office was repainted. Okay, you cannot, because the office cannot paint itself. All right, so it must be passive. And number 15, were lost. Okay, it cannot lost itself. Okay, right. So you can just go through this and you will see the answers. All right, so let's go to the last quiz. So next time, I will prepare the separate file. So I will not explain one by one like this. I will give you all the answers, all right, in a separate files, just because this 5 quizzes, I have trouble using. Yeah, to be honest with you, I have trouble using with the system, because I'm not really sure that it really works if I send you the handout and then you do it and you submit to me. Okay, so that is the reason I prefer that way. And when I try this way, I cannot extract, all right, or get a separate file for this. But the next quiz, of course, you will do something like this, but the answer will be different. Okay, you will have the answer in a separate files. Okay, all right, so this one is successful because we need noun. Sorry, we need adjective because noun is right behind that. You see story right here, it's a noun, so we need adjective to modify noun. Okay, success is noun, successful is an adjective, succeed is a verb, so that you cannot use the first and the last, but you use the second. This one is PUC was taught, no, was founded, was studied. Okay, so Dr. Goldping is a founder, and founded means started, so he developed PUC. Okay, not find, found, but this one is founded. Okay, found is different from founded. Founded right here means to start. Okay, next one, people what? Yeah, celebrities, both first and second, first and third are noun, but celebration is noun, but this one referred to noun as a person. Okay, so the answer is celebrities. Yeah, and then earn PhD in economics, something related to part of speech, ing right here meant. Okay, this is a gerund. Okay, so but we usually take this noun right here, accomplishment, whenever it refers to noun. Okay, And this is about trouble with his English. Tutor is a person who teaches you, privately, maybe at home or somewhere. All right. So we don't have many students, and shooter is just only one, not tutoring. Is a noun as well. Shooters many, so we just need only one. And tiny means very small. Okay, large, bigger. So of course these two are similar, and we cannot have possible answers in one question, right? And this is a lucky break. We learned already about lucky break, right? It's a special event or a turning point that change your life completely. Okay, and sadly, it's about what's going hiking Kirirom National Park, but maybe you cannot go for some reason. This one is grammar, so I need to explain you what it is. So I in class when teacher, so it's about interruption, past simple interrupt, interrupts past uh, continuous, and next one, Sokka was reading. Yeah, you can just go through this one, reading in his bed. Suddenly he, heard someone shouting for help. So the answer is heard interrupt. It was reading, okay? And go on to number 11. The same thing, interruption. This is also interruption. This is interruption as well. And yeah, 14 interruption. Number 15 is present perfect continuous, right? If you take a look at this one, we have since. So when you see sin, it can be present perfect or present perfect continuous. But in these three possible answers right here, the only one is present perfect continuous. This one past and this is past continuous, which means they are not right. Okay, so let's go to this one, present perfect. This is about completed, as I mentioned at the time, or explained at the time. Present perfect simple is about a finished result, and present perfect continuous is still continue to the present and maybe somewhere in the future. Okay, so the answer must be present perfect simple because you've done 5 clients, and this one you've done 100, but of course you have 1,000 to go. Okay, 1,000 to go, so it's still progressing, so it's present perfect continuous. Number 18, she has lost a purse. Okay, you cannot say she has been losing because it doesn't show any progress at all. Lost, not losing. Okay, because you cannot say, oh, I'm losing money. What's wrong? Is that you lost this time and again it happens again and again? It's impossible, whenever it comes to the word lose, you cannot use ing right here. It doesn't make sense. Only happen one time and then you just try to find it. Okay, 19 is about vocab. Fortunately, 20 also vocab. Miraculously, something that is miracle, something that amazing happened. You don't expect that, but it happens. Something positive happened. Okay, all right, that's it for this quizzes. Again, it takes so much time for this, so let's go to the lesson for today. I'm sorry for this, but if you have questions you can ask me about this. All right, so let's go to this unit. Good book, terrible movie. Okay, so this first activity is about movie trivia. Okay, trivia means important fact or information. So we talk about the movie, the important information uh, about the movie. Okay, Batman in 1989. Okay, and the role of Batman was played by Michael Keaton in later movies. I think this movie has been developed uh, from time to time. Okay, Titanic 1997. The movie cost $200. Sorry, not $200. 200 million to make. The Titanic itself cost about 135 million to build. So they build a ship once again, and it costs 135 million. Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of Black Pearl, 2003. Keira Knightley nearly missed the audition. Audition is about performance or any play. Okay, because of a traffic jam Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, 2007. This is the longest book and the shortest movie in the series. If I'm not mistaken, I remember this one. It's about 5 inches. If you talk about Harry Potter book, it's about 5 inches uh, thick, because I have read this book when I was, I think, in 2005. My friend ordered that book from America, and I borrowed her book, and it took me about 3 months to finish that book. It's amazing. Paranormal Activity, 2007. The movie only cost 15,000, pretty cheap to make, but it made 9.1 million in its first week. Only first week they earned 9.1 million. I don't know exactly what the movie was. Maybe I will check and find out exactly. Okay, it really interesting or good. Avatar, I think you still remember that, 2009. Special effects. Special effects right here refers to something that they just make it on their computer. It's not about real. For example, Avatar can fly with his dragon, and jumping from one tree to another tree. Of course, it cannot be real, but because of special effects, it becomes real. All right, in the movie, not in the reality. Okay, and if you talk about Avengers, it contains a lot of special effects. Okay, so the special effects was so expensive that director James Cameron had to wait 10 years to make the movie. Okay, I just go to the internet and check this Avatar for the new version. I mean, Avatar Part 2, and they mentioned somewhere this year, but I don't know exactly whether it happens this year or not because of the coronavirus, and maybe they will not have any show during this year. Perhaps they will delay until the next as well, even the Avengers series. So there will be a lot of Marvel studio, I mean, related to Avengers, and they promise to have somewhere this year, but of course because of that virus maybe they cannot. Okay, they will wait until next. The Three Stooges, 2012. Jim Carrey, Sean Penn, and Benicio del Toro, which is his Italian's name, were originally cast. Cast means perform. Okay, in the film all the three drop out. Okay, uh, okay, so this is details about the movies. Okay, and I think they are very old comparing to now. Okay, but at least we know something about the movies in the past. Okay, so let's go to number 2. This is about conversation. I will attach the listening so that you can just listen to this listening. All right, but pay attention to part B, everybody. You need to listen and answer to the questions. Okay, and I like her, Sandra Bullock. She is very famous, beautiful, but right now she's getting old. Uh, yeah, I think this movie is great. I have watched Star Trek film. I don't know whether you have watched that or not, but I like watching movies. Okay, but so I know a lot about movies as well. Okay, right. So you can just listen and find the answer from here. I will touch the listening. Okay, okay. All right. So let's go to grammar. Participle as an adjective. Okay. I have to apologize once again. This video takes so much time just because we spend a lot of time with the quizzes. Okay. So let's go to the grammar. Participle as an adjective. When it comes to participle, probably you remember ing and ed, right? Yeah. So participle is divided into present and past, or you can say present participles and past participle. This one is verb ing. This one is verb ed, but they are not verb. They are adjectives. Okay. So some of you probably have learned. That doesn't matter if you haven't. Okay, I will explain more details about that. Okay, um, let's go to the explanation. But before I explain, let's take a look at the picture. Okay, look at this man. Let me zoom out a little bit. adjectives ending in ed and ing. Okay, look at him. So let's read this sentence. I am so bored. The book is so boring. Okay, so from this example on this picture, we know exactly that this is about how he feels, and this is about something that makes him feel this, right? Again, this is about how he feel. I am bored. And why? Because of this book. So this book makes him feel this. All right, so you can say this book makes him bored or feel bored. It doesn't matter. Okay. All right, so as you can see, he's not happy by just going to this book. Probably he doesn't like reading books. Maybe some of you, okay, don't like the book either. Okay. All right, so let's go to further explanation. Uh, this is another picture. It's similar, but it's a little bit different and it's amazing. But ignore this a little bit, the explanation. Let's take a look at the picture. An arrow here and an arrow right there. Okay, so look at this. Him. They point to him. Okay, the arrow is pointing to him. He is bored. And this one, these books are boring. So an arrow pointing to the books. So we can say that something is ing, but his feeling is ed, right? Okay, maybe you don't understand this, so let's go to ing. This explanation, adjectives that end in ing. It describes so ing describes the characteristic of a person or thing or situation. It means it describes something. You don't need to care about characteristic right here if you don't really understand what it is. Just like ignore this word and you can just say ing is used to describe a person, a thing, or a situation. It causes a feeling. All right. What do I mean by saying describe a person, describe thing or situation? Describe person. For example, you happen to see someone walking and he is so handsome, and then you can say he is ing, and because he is ing, that's why you are ed. Okay, so when you see him, you describe him. So when you describe him, it's ing. He is ing. Okay, think the phone. You can talk about the phone. The new phone is ing. All right, because you see the phone and then you describe it. Then the phone is ing. You see the situation. All right, traffic accident, for example. The traffic accident is terrifying. It's ing because you see it, and then when you see it, you describe it, and those ings cause some kind of feeling. So when they cause your feeling, so when you talk about your feeling, then you talk about ed. But when you describe all of them, you use ing. So just take a look at this example. The books are boring. We are describing a characteristic of this book. You don't need to care much about characteristic right here, but you just say we are describing let's say these books. Okay, what do these books cause? They make people feel bored. Okay, so the book refers to something makes us feel ed. And let's go to this adjectives and that ends in ed. It describes a feeling or an emotion. Okay, so this is about your own feeling or maybe someone else feeling. It is how we feel about something, someone. All right. So when you talk about your feeling or when someone talks about his or her feeling, you use ed. But this one, we use ing when we describe someone, something, or a situation. But this one, we describe the same, but we describe our own feeling. Okay? So for example, right here, he is bored. This is his feeling right now. So he feels that something or someone, all right, makes him bored. This feeling was caused by the books. In this case, the book. All right. He's not going to be bored for eternity and forever. He feels bored for now, just only for temporary in a very short time. Okay. So once again, everybody, ing we describe something, someone or a situation, but ed we describe how we feel. We describe our own feeling because something or someone makes us feel that. Okay, makes us feel ed. So you take a look at these examples. I am tired now, right now. So ed. My flight was tiring because it's something is ing. Your feeling is about ed because it was a 12-hour flight. Public toilets are sometimes disgusting. So it's a public toilet something. So ing. And I am disgusted because of the smell. Okay. Your speech was inspiring. It's not you, but your speech, the way you talk, is something. And I am now inspired, okay, because of you. You are interested in the speech, okay. All right. So again, ed is about how you feel or how we feel, and ing is about something that we describe or someone we describe or a situation that we describe, okay. All right. So if you have any questions, please leave your question in a comment below. All right. Don't worry, you will have this picture and it's very simple, and then you can just take a look at this. You will understand more. So in this part, everybody, part A, you just do exercise as your homework. Okay. Fill in whether it's ing or ed. And in part B, everybody, you have to use all of this verb and change them to ed and ing the same based on the meaning. Okay. And fill in this paragraph. Okay. And after you finish this part, you can go on to number 4, word power. Okay. So I want you to put all of these words into the right categories. So because we have awful, wonderful, stupid, and strange, so try to understand those words, all right, and put all of them into the right type or right category. Okay. And on Wednesday, tomorrow, we don't have classes, everybody, because of the is our public holiday, Wisaboji. Then I will see you on Thursday. So on Thursday, I will give you all the answers about this. Okay. All right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for your attention and your participation. This video is a little bit long, and I apologize for this. So next time, it won't be so long like this. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Have a nice holiday tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.